The tech, he says like, yeah, we had a lot of other people in here the last few weeks. Same problem. They went to Costco, and it sucks.
All right, we're live. All right, man. So recently, I lost my job, and perfect timing, our washing machine failed on us. Mm-hmm. So it's no longer working. Mm-hmm. I tried to troubleshoot, and I tried the capacitor. I had to wait a few days for that to arrive in the mail. That didn't work. Then I troubleshot some more, did some calibration, and the calibration test didn't seem to give me the right light signals, essentially, or codes. So I kind of did a leap of faith and also switched out the washing machine lid lock mechanism that attaches to the motherboard. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking about jumping it, but then if I jumped it and fried the motherboard, then, so I didn't want to risk it because that means that we'd have to buy a new washing machine. So I got I put the washing machine lock in and still not working. So it is a motherboard. That's the very last thing that it can be. So instead of replacing like a $300, $200 motherboard, and then who knows down the road what else is going to wear down and break, mm-hmm. We're buying a new washing machine. Mm-hmm. And, I just wanted to kind of give the story to whoever listens. Went to Lowe's, and it used to be, I don't know, when we were young, it used to be like Circuit City or something, right? You go like way back in the day. But yeah, I went to Lowe's and went to the appliance section and looking around. They have a bunch of stuff there, but nothing that you can like take away. So I'm like, what's going on? So the guy was helping me. He said, yeah, there used to be 15 people working in this department. Now there's only 3. More and more people are shopping online, and they expect the item to be delivered to the house or wherever it's at, mm-hmm. Which makes sense. People are buying more and more things online. But also, thinking about it, I don't know how much of our generation can do the troubleshooting that, it would take to do that. Have a vehicle to actually transport it, because not everybody has trucks. Nowadays it's not very economical. But then, the online ordering. So we'll be getting our washing machine tomorrow, and I just thought it'd be interesting to talk about our generation and how different they are from, let's say like our parents' generation kind of a thing. Do you guys have a truck?
We do not have a truck.
You do not have a truck. So how do you get the thing to your house or away from your house?
Well, we go to Best Buy, and they'll deliver it. I have like the Total Tech thing, so they deliver it.
They deliver it.
But they have floor models, by the way, that you could have bought.
No, the guy from Lowe's said no. There
is
is
Lowe's, bro. You gotta go to Best Buy.
Oh well, yeah. We didn't look at Best Buy.
Anyways, yeah, so I get it delivered.
Yeah. You ever try to troubleshoot your own?
Yeah, dude. I had my dryer go out, and the belt was bad, so I was gonna replace that, but it was gonna be super expensive, so I didn't do that. And then the pump went out.
What was gonna be super expensive?
Like the unit, like for the setup for the belt, like it was
the belt drive. Or
yeah.
Something? Okay.
And then my washer was just like leaking a lot of water, so the pump was bad, and it was gonna cost like $200 to do it. But I was like I was just get a new washer and dryer because I already had them for a few years anyway. So I was just like, I'll just get a new one because they don't make anything to last anymore.
Yeah, we definitely talked about that recently. And talking with the guy at Lowe's, he's like he knows it all about the appliances, right? And that's basically what he's saying is, if you buy anything new, it's essentially not made to last. And if it lasts 5 years, then good luck, or good for you kind of a thing. If it lasts 10 years and you found the unicorn, mm-hmm. It was to the point where he was saying that he goes to estate sales and he actually looks for like old appliances, like mm-hmm. old ones that are still running, because they're going to continue to keep running. That might be easy to fix them or whatever, but if they do fail, but generally they're pretty solid. And I guess they can go for some pretty good money too.
Yeah. Well, so it's just like no one. I feel like not a lot of people know how to troubleshoot things around their house, basic things. Like toilet goes out, leak, replacing a toilet, or like little things around the house. Changing out an outlet.
Yeah.
A wall outlet.
I mean, in our world, it kind of comes natural, and we know quite a few people that probably could. But
yeah,
I think in the extended family or whatever, friends that they're not in that like blue collar quote unquote world, and
yeah,
what do? They call the guy. The service tech costs 100, 150 just to show up.
Yeah,
generally.
Yeah,
right, and then it's going to be a part that maybe should cost nowadays between $20 to $60 or something, but they're going to charge you like 120.
Well, yeah,
it goes up so quick.
Yeah, because so I'm renting right now my house.
Yeah.
And 2 summers ago when it was super hot, like the peak of summer, like what? Or
and you got the AC on the lowest it can.
So our AC started just blowing hot air out of the vents, and I already kind of knew what it was, but we're renting. So like I had to go through the process to like call some dude out, and I knew it was a capacitor. And it was a capacitor, and like the capacitor.
So explain why you thought it was a capacitor.
It was just because the fan wasn't turning on.
Right.
So I knew that the capacitor wasn't like this, which is going to control the fan.
Yeah.
So anyway, so dude comes out. The capacitor is like $8, bro, and I can only imagine how much he charged the rental company to fix the problem.
Yep.
Usually they'll like come out. The worst one is like when they come out and it's just a capacitor or something, but they try to charge you for a whole new unit, which is like $10,000, right?
Oh man, the whole unit shot. How have you been running this thing? But yeah, man, just a little capacitor. If you're not used to dealing with electrical, probably not a good idea if you're handling that. But honestly, pretty plug and play usually, right?
It's funny because you think about like most things around your house that are gonna go wrong are like. It's really not that hard to know what to do. Like if you spend 20 minutes on YouTube, like that's the thing. Like YouTube's everything now. Like everything is on YouTube. Like if you don't know it, it's on YouTube.
Yeah. So our generation, lower, higher, whoever knows how to leverage YouTube, that's definitely been a tool for less handy exposed people, right? So if they have to figure out how to do it on their own, then yeah, YouTube. And now I was actually using Grok from X or Twitter.
Yeah.
And it did surprisingly well. I basically just gave it a picture of the model cereal, and it knew what it was. With the calibration testing, it kind of had some troubles because not every knob has the same thing in the same spot. But it knew all the components, and I was just using that to make sure that I'm like on the right track or whatever. Like if it made a certain sound, what does that think it could be? Because I've already got an idea of what I think it is, but I don't know it fully until I maybe took the whole thing apart, right? So.
So do you think people have gotten less handy or?
Oh, for sure. They have more tools at their exposure to figure it out, but overall, people are way less handy. I mean, back in the day, we did math long form, right? On paper, carry the one, all this kind of stuff. And, then we had calculators in class, and the teacher's like, oh, you're never going to be able to have a calculator wherever you go. And now we literally have a supercomputer in our pocket pretty much at all times that happens to have a calculator.
Yeah.
I think people rely on either others because they want to do something else other than like the blue collar work, right?
Sure.
And then they just have the tech that keeps on getting more and more advanced that they can lean on.
Yeah, but I feel like there's limits to this because it's like you have the dad who's like, well, if it breaks, we're gonna figure it out, we're gonna fix it. But then there's also like there's limits to that too. It's like, dude, like the time you're gonna spend trying to fix this, like just go buy a new one.
Oh, I wanted to just run as fast as I can and beat my head against the wall.
Some things aren't like worth it, like that's the thing. It's like I don't know, like some things I would just and it also depends too, like where you come from, because like obviously you're in a position where like you can go get a new washer, like just screw it. But some people can't.
Still not the best timing, but
yeah. But some people can't. Like they can't do this. So you gotta figure it out. You gotta get that new pump in there. You gotta get that dry belt.
Well,
That's all you got.
That was actually one of the things that were interesting. Talking with the guys at Lowe's, yesterday is, you know, everybody knows alcohol, other things like that are recession proof. You know, it doesn't really matter what the market is. People are going to spend money on that.
Yeah.
And when your washing machine goes out, like if it's yours and you use it, you can't go to mom's or like whatever, right?
Yeah.
You have to get that thing going. So that's one of the things that's like you're gonna figure out how to fix it or purchase a new one, basically.
Oh yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, dude. When our washer was going out, when it was starting to go out, I was all over that thing, dude. And I was, and it's like just to get to like the washer we bought, it's an LG one. Dude, just to get to the dry belt and the pump, like I had to take the whole washer apart.
I'll show you.
I did have to YouTube that one because there's like so many steps, and I don't want to screw it up, obviously. But yeah, it was ridiculous, dude.
Just I got the brains all out. I had that thing basically basically inside out. But I had pretty much every stone unturned, and I know that washing machine very well now. Let's just say that.
So what will you not do? What's your limit?
I'll try everything.
Everything.
When I was gonna jump the wires, that made me nervous because I know that it could either fix it or cause the motherboard to fail.
Yeah.
So I just didn't want to do that, and that, you know, when you're dealing with electrical, you know something can happen if you don't know 100% what the results are, right? So something is either going to work or it's not, and you're going to figure out real quick if it's not.
Okay, so tools you should have around your house. So you should have a wrench, a screwdriver, Phillips, flathead.
Obviously Milwaukee, everything.
I don't ever want to see D-Wall in Sean's house again.
Honestly, like when it comes to like the everyday household, you don't need any name brand anything for especially for like electric tool. Like it doesn't matter, right? So I mean, I like DeWalt just because that's kind of what I grew up with, kind of a thing. But in the workforce, I love Milwaukee. They just always seem so sturdy and solid, and just they're just really good made products. What's your go-to? Craftsman? Got that?
I have Milwaukee at work. At the house, it's just like Cobalt.
Yeah.
Or
actually, that was my first one, Cobalt, because I liked it because it was black and blue.
Yeah. What's the green one? Do you know what I'm talking about? I can't remember going for right now.
Ryobi or something?
Yeah, Ryobi. I have Ryobi at the house just because my father-in-law gave me like a little baggie.
Yeah,
so it came with like.
My mother-in-law, if you're listening, you know, no offense, but she's got, I don't even know what the hell it is. It's like it's a drill. I don't know what brand it is, but it's almost like it's a toy. And when it drills, it's not like, it doesn't have that fast, you know,
torque?
rotation. Yeah, torque. It's just
Yeah, Katie's got like a little set. She's got like her little pink hammer,
little pink set.
Wrench.
Alexis had the purple set, but we've slowly been losing them, or I have slowly been losing them.
She uses that thing all the time.
Yeah.
But anyway, so a wrench, a hammer, a screwdriver. If you're gonna do electrical, you should have a multimeter for sure.
I think a sawzall.
Did I say tape measure? You need a tape measure.
Oh yeah.
Dude, speaking of tape measures, like how many people don't know how to read a tape measure? That's crazy.
How do you read a tape measure?
You don't. You just look at it.
I mean, they have little like laser tape measures now. You don't even need a damn, you know.
The digital ones.
Yeah.
When you pull it out and it like reads it.
I mean, that's just again technology, right? But yeah, for me, you know, electrical tool set from DeWalt, which I really like the Sawzall, the oscillating. So Sawzall, you can cut either wood or metal with different blades. Oscillating saw, I don't really know the specifics with that, but I know it's got me out of some jams where I can and, you know, move some plastic out of the way for something that I installed or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, so this was an experience. We're still, you know, coming to the end of it. I didn't want to pay extra for them to like haul it away or whatever because I'm going to install it tomorrow, and then I know there are guys out there that, you know, you say free washer, dryer, appliance, like somebody's going to come get it probably same day.
Yeah. Well, you used to have like
take-
water drying and pickup too. Do you guys have that? No.
Yeah, but I know there's people that they kind of like it's their business. They
pick
get
up stuff.
used
Yeah.
appliances and try to figure out how to fix it and then resell it.
Mm.
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes tomorrow. I do know during this experience, I learned that the water outlet for I think the cold water line, the valve doesn't close all the way, and it's soldered in copper.
Uh-huh.
So for me to fix that, I would have to cut the copper, either solder or compression, to do it, and then put in a new fitting.
I didn't know when I first started when I got my first washer. I didn't know there was filters on the inline, like the lines.
Yeah,
I never knew that.
I've seen them. I'd never thought about them, but that is one of the things Grok mentioned. Hey, make sure that's not plugged. But then I gave it more information saying it filled up with water, so I was like, it's probably not plugged then. So yeah, I woke up halfway through this. I had the hose lines in a bucket overnight from the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And I woke up in the morning, let the dogs out, 5 a.m., tired as hell, and I'm going there, and I just see the damn floor is just, like, flooded. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. So I had to clean that up. I'm like, why the hell? Because it was turned shut, so that's how I knew one of them can't turn shut all the way. I think the gasket inside is failed or something.
Yeah. So the
it's not a big deal if it's connected to the appliance. It has nowhere to go, right? But if it's loose, then
you gotta swap it out.
No, why would I do that? That's a waste of time and money. It's you hook it right back up to the appliance. You're good to go.
Send it.
Yeah,
That's an easy fix, dude.
no, because I'd have to cut the copper.
No, you shouldn't.
Well, I didn't look at it too hard, but I'm pretty sure I'd have
If you turn off the main water lines to your house, you'd be good.
I'm not. Well, we're living here, so can't turn that off while we're here.
Yeah, you can. Why can't you? Why can't you?
We'll just go collect water outside while we're trying.
Just why you fix it real quick. Just why it's like a 10-minute fix, dude.
No, I'm pretty sure I'd have to cut it.
Yeah.
I'll show you before you.
Yeah, Sean's gonna show me, and we'll give you guys an update about this.
So just while we're going through the episode, if anybody's had appliance nightmares, you don't know how to fix it, or you do try to fix it, you spend more money. I mean, I spent $100 trying to troubleshoot my own because of the two parts, the capacitor and the lock sensor. But it's still cheaper than getting somebody out to go through that whole process.
So you bought the parts?
Yeah.
And then the parts you bought
still didn't.
This is just a lesson for everybody. Sean is not a good troubleshooter.
Whoa!
For the house.
Hey, the capacitor didn't have connectivity, or continuity. I knew the lock. I knew the lock sensor would be a 50-50 because if the motherboard was working, then it was a lock. But if the motherboard wasn't working, then of course. I
just imagine you just like. Screw it. I don't know what it is. Just start changing parts until I get it.
Well, yeah. No, I'm diving in there, dude. I'm opening up the locking mechanism. The spring goes flying. But during this whole time, I'm ready just to throw it through the wall because it's like you just want it to work. You don't want to have to go through all this stuff, right?
So when you put it back together, was anything missing? Any extra nuts or bolts or anything?
Technically. No. Technically, no. But I know it's pieces that don't matter. It's all back together. So whoever picks it up, good luck. That's all I gotta say. They'll probably figure out it's a motherboard in like 10 minutes. But
dude, if you think about it though, like most things, like if it's a fridge, if it's your washer or dryer, your AC unit. Like 9 times out of 10, it's probably just a capacitor.
Capacitors, I mean, if a capacitor is blowing often, that's probably a problem, right? But
yeah, obviously.
but in general, when something goes out at the house, like an AC condensing unit, there's depends on the symptoms, of course, right? But there's a good chance that it's capacitor going out
Well,
before.
what I'm saying is it's probably a capacitor and not having to switch out the whole unit.
Yeah.
Like your AC unit or a fridge or whatever.
Yeah, and this goes for anybody that's in a residential. If your AC guy says, "Oh, I'll just top off your coolant," it's just got a little leak. I'll just top it off. It's going to cost another $150 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Don't do that. So if you had a leak, then they need to do something to fix it. Whether that's a permanent way or a temporary way. There's a temporary way where they can put some gunk in on the inside, so it kind of like it plugs the wound from the inside. But just adding more coolant that's not the way to do it, and that's just a way for them to literally scam you. That's an actual scam.
Well, they had that show. I don't remember what it was called.
Oh, well, yeah, but there's different like news series or whatever that, they go to the Jiffy Lube. They get whatever done to their car, and they have cameras all over the car.
Yeah.
And then they come back. The person says, "Oh, it's gonna be this," and sometimes they don't even like literally touch the car. They just act like they did stuff to it or whatever.
Dude, that's how I feel with Katie's car. Did I tell you what happened with that?
No.
Okay, so her car, my wife has a 2022 Sorento Kia. All right, so they tried to say that she put bad gas in her car. And they said that she had bad gas because her
she hooking up to diesel or what?
No, they're saying it's because of Costco, but her car was sputtering, and I heard it was sputtering. So they said it was bad gas. The tech took a little video, and it was like barely like cloudy, whatever. So I'm like, all right, like, so he had to change all the injectors out in the car, and that cost me over. The whole thing together cost me about $2,000.
Send it.
And I was pissed off because like I had to do it because it didn't fall under warranty. But if you don't do it, then it will void your warranty later on if something like really does happen.
Yeah, I didn't realize. Anyways, warranty later on, but yeah.
Yeah, but I had to do it. But all we had to do was get that fuel injector cleaner, like the throw in your gas tank when you fill up your gas. You ever do that?
Never.
Car? You should do that. You should actually do that. Like I do it now. I used to do it on my trucks too, but dude, we did it. Her injectors were good, but I still already had the appointment. Had to swap out the injectors. It's a brand new car,
so
bro.
Those new injectors are extra clean now.
They better last forever. But the fuel injector cleaner. That's something like I never like thought about doing when I was younger, but I do it to all my cars. Like not every fill up, but like I would do like every few thousand miles, throw some injector cleaner when you fill up the car.
One of my when I was 18, 19, one of my buddies from childhood, he's definitely of the redneck variety, and he used to be all over that kind of stuff. He wanted to min-max the efficiency of the how fast he can go, basically, and that was one of the things he thought if you put that in, just get a little bit more,
Well, yeah. So now we're going to Chevron, the most expensive gas place in America, to fill up her car with gas to make sure her car's good. But like, I mean,
man, I didn't know she had such a little sensitive car,
dude.
Do you know which gas station I go to?
You go
whichever one is the most convenient. I don't think about it. Just boom, closest to the house.
I don't do that. Like I usually go, if I get gas, it's pretty much ARCO.
When I lived in Sacramento, it was always Shell, and that one's like really expensive, right? Shell's
pretty up there, I think.
Yeah,
but like Chevron is like the cream of the crop, like supposedly the best gas. And I thought Costco was too, but then my friend was like, "Hey man, like Costco's gas is cheap for a reason."
Hey, for the audience, are you Team Shell or Team Chevron?
Chevron. Oh, but anyway, so these are just life lessons of.
So I wonder what Costco's gas is comparable to then.
Dude, I mean, it's true though. Like if you think about it, like how are they selling their gas so cheap, right? I mean, yeah, and the guy said that like the tech. He said, like, yeah, we had a lot of other people in here the last few weeks. Same problem. They went to Costco. And it sucks, dude, because Costco gas is usually so cheap. But then again, I was, like, telling my wife, like, I'm young. I've been alive only for, like, 29 years. And I've never seen this happen to anybody's car. And her car's the first one. So, it's got to be pretty rare, too, right? So, I don't know. please compare Shell,
Yeah, so
Chevron?
let me...
gas. Sean's trying to compare
go
gas
over-
right now.
Yeah, okay, so we have... Let's see. Costco's gas prices generally lower than those in major branded stations like Shell, Chevron, Exxon, BP. The effect difference depends on your location, price comparison, quality. Costco's Kirkland Signature gasoline. Do they produce it? What? It's top tier certified. A standard also met by Shell, Chevron. This means all these fuels include enhanced detergent additives to keep engines clean. And so, should it not already have it then? So, were you guys going somewhere other than Chevron or Shell or Exxon or? Whatever?
Well, she was going to Costco, but the thing is it could have been who knows, bro? It could have been a bad batch.
So
of gas.
Costco should have the same stuff as these other places. So maybe there's some moisture in it.
That's what I'm saying. It could have just been a bad batch of gas.
Did you ever leave the gas station with the cap open?
Nah. God, I hope not. No, she didn't.
Why the difference? Okay.
But anyways, so yeah, that was an experience.
I think I've left the gas station one time with the cap was hanging out, the lid was open. It's just one of those things where it's like before you get to work, I'm just like a zombie still, and I get the gas before I get to work, so
Yeah.
I'm just kind of zoned out while I'm doing it, and I'm like rushing because when you got to go for parking, parking fills up quick. So then when I go to back in and I'm looking at my mirrors, I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. And there's like a bunch of bros just hanging out there. Oh man.
All right. So, anyways, if anybody has anything to comment on about their household issues, leave it in the comments. We're gonna be releasing a video every 2 days. One got released today, so we'll do one 2 days from today.
What was that one called?
That was What is a Man?
It's about manhood.
Yeah, manhood. And we are now on Spotify, right?
Yeah, we're on Spotify. Yeah. So if you want to listen, Spotify is definitely easier. I think if you pay for YouTube Premium, you can and iPhone. I don't know if it works on iPhone, but Spotify is easier to listen to. But you can watch both on YouTube and Spotify. But yeah, we're planning we're going to be doing this every other day or posting every other day. So you'll see how eclectic our topics get. It's already pretty wild. A lot of politics, a lot of religion, a lot of just everyday people kind of stuff too. So subscribe. I guess that helps. I don't know how much that helps, but I guess it does. So as cliche it is to say, please do that.
Yeah, please.
And see you guys later.
Thank you.